And I actually learned about this patch from a practitioner. Her name is Dr. Rhonda Donahue. She is a PhD in nutrition. She owns 2 clinics, one in Costa Mesa, California, and one in Palm Desert. We have been friends for a decade, and she has been a doctor for over 20 years. Dr. Rhonda has always been more on the natural side. She's been a stickler for ingredients. Whenever I was looking to activate my body with something, I would bring her what I was looking at, and she would do a quick read on the ingredients and tell me yay or nay based on the activity of the ingredients, whether they were organic or not. And I very much respected her views on how to activate my own body. So when in 2017, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer and a pretty sick girl with quite a bit of radiation and chemo. And then just 6 months later, another piece of breast cancer popped out under my double mastectomy, organic expanders, say that 3 times fast. And I was super depressed. I said to myself, I've done all of this. I've done what I thought was the right thing, just for maybe it not being the right thing. And I was so sad. And that is when she came knocking on my door, and she brought me 10 of these. And she actually didn't really even show me this. She just put 10 of what looks like Band-Aids in my hand. And I said, doctor, I love you and I respect you, but you're giving me Band-Aids. And she goes, oh no, you know I'm a stickler for ingredients. I would not bring you over something that I didn't think was fantastic. And then she opened one up for me. And she basically put this right here. And she said, inside this is organic crystal. And it is made out of amino acids, sugar, water, and some salts. And she says, Marci, this is non-transdermal. I am not putting anything in your body. It's all light. And she said, you know, as a practitioner, I've been working with light a lot now. We have the red light sauna in practice. We are using lasers. What we're finding is light activates the body. She called it photobiomodulation. That's a big doctor word for light making change in the body. She said, you know, when you go out into the sun, you make vitamin D. So of course, light is going to work in the body. She said, in fact, it works a lot faster than you would imagine because it doesn't have to be digested through the colon. It goes right into the blood. Isn't that fantastic? I said, I'm listening. She said, you have a low-grade infrared light like the sun coming off your body. And when you put this patch on, it's a wearable light technology. It reflects back the light of your own skin and activates your body. This particular patch for you doctors activates a pathway called GHK copper peptide. That peptide has the unique ability to activate your stem cells, make more stem cells, and reset your stem cells to a younger, healthier state. And I said to her, well, that sounds pretty amazing. But I was a little embarrassed as a non-practitioner to not really understand what the benefit of stem cells are really about. So I asked her, I said, what's the point? And then she got me. She said, Marci, stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair. Just like when you were 20. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm 55. And anybody that says I can activate like I'm 20 gets my attention. So I said, what does that mean? And she goes, well, did you have gray hair when you were 20? I said, no. She goes, did you have wrinkles when you were 20? I said, no. In fact, I had the unibrow. Remember that? Any of you guys remember the unibrow when you had so much eyebrow, they merged together? Yeah, those were the days, right? And then she goes, and did you have breast cancer when you were 20? And I said, no. She goes, that's because your stem cells were working. They were marching. And as Dr. Patty says, they work as little honing birds. And they go and they find where you have that inflammation, because that indicates you got an issue, and it goes and fixes it. And then the honing bird goes to the next place and fixes it, and the next place. And then pretty soon you feel all fixed like you were 20. I said, that's interesting. And that's when I put this patch on. She says, wear it right below the back of your neck or underneath your belly button. She goes, any spot will do. The only rule is 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Let me say that again. 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. She says, because we are light, and this is a signal. If you wear it 24 hours over and over and over again, your body gets used to the signal and it won't work so well. So she says that is the only rule, 12 hours on and 12 hours off. I said I could do that. So she gave me 10. I put it right behind the back of my neck. This was 3 years ago. Can you believe it? And the first 2 days, the taste of chemo metal came out of my mouth. I mean, not real metal, but the taste. I guess chemo has a lot of metal in it. Day 5, my skin, particularly right between my fingers, got really soft. And by day 10, I just felt like living again. Do you remember what it was like when you were 20 and you had all this purpose and passion and hope and drive? You could do and be anything. Do you guys remember that? And then life just starts weighing on you, and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And I don't know about you, but eventually by the time I was 50, my shoulders were kind of slouched. And after the patch, it just opened up again. And I just felt like I could do anything again. I called Dr. Rhonda and I said, Doctor, I don't know what you gave me. I don't know how long I'm staying in remission or if I'm going to stay in remission. And I don't care because I'm working again because this is fun. And we wrote a list and we started sharing this technology. And today I'm proud to say 3 years later, we've helped over 35,000 people. So we do have purpose and passion, right? And we've been helping a lot of people through stories of what's happening. And I just want you guys to see, because this is crazy. I fell on water 5 weeks ago now. And I did hydroplaning in my sandals. I turned out to break my right hand and my left foot. Can you believe it? Yeah, at convention, I had a broken foot. You guys didn't know that. And my right hand is better. But look I've been wearing these patches every day. My cast is off and I can do this now. I mean, this is my right hand. Like it's almost as strong as my left hand again. And it's kind of a miracle that it's been working. I went to PT yesterday, my first PT. She goes, oh my God, your hand's almost perfect. I don't have to go to PT anymore. She goes, you'll probably be fine without even physical therapy. So anyway, I do think that there is something special. And you go, why? Why is the stem cell activation patch? Here she's talking about being in remission from cancer, which I've been in remission now again for a year. She's talking about soft skin. She's talking about feeling passion like a 20-year-old. And now she's talking about her hand working again. That's all over the place. I'm just one person and my story's all over the place. You know why? Because those honing birds, those stem cells are working where they need to work and they're fixing where they need to fix. I don't know how many of you know Bob Campbell, but his story was really interesting in that he basically started the stem cell patch. He has all these issues, right? And I think it took maybe 6 whole months before his